Tide Talk Web is back, man. Vandy week, baby. I tell you, I think everybody's pretty nervous about Vandy. I think everybody's a little apprehensive. They're a great team, no doubt, no doubt. But I'm going to break down today what their stats are, who they played, and some key matchups. I think they're a great offensive team. I think their coaching staff has done a great job with Potvia getting him to the elite top 15 level of college quarterbacks. I mean, he's one of the top 15 in the country, bar none. But one thing I'm going to go through, they're a great team. They're going to put up points. But let's look at who they've played so far, right? Their first game, Charleston Southern. Okay, you're playing the Little Sisters of the Blind. You put up 45. That's great. Charleston Southern got 3 points. They played Vandy. Vandy played Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech put up 20 points on them. Vanderbilt scored 44. Virginia Tech's decent, not a great team, right? Hats off to Vanderbilt's coaching staff. Vanderbilt played South Carolina. Now, a lot of people got shocked because they're like, oh, they beat them by 31 points, and South Carolina scored 7. Well, Lenoris Sellers was not in that game. He was not a factor. So because of that thing, it was like shocking. And they were ranked pretty high. They were in the top 25, so a lot of people, woo. Now, I think the game would have been closer. They could have probably won it, but it would have been closer having Sellers. He was a huge factor. And now then they played Georgia State. Georgia State scored 21 points on them. They scored 70. Okay. Then you went and played Utah State. Utah State, not a great team, not great recruiting, but they scored 35 on you. You scored 55 on them. I said that to say this. Their challenge this week is they're playing a good defense. They're playing a good offense. Now, let's go through their stats. Their stats for the year are pretty good. I mean, Vandy ranks second nationally in attempts per play for yards. They're really great. They're fourth in yards per play, which is 7.9 per play. They are fourth in scoring offense, scoring average of 49 points per game. And their third down ratio, they're one of the top in the country. They're converting 60.9% of the time. So almost 70% of the time, they're a good third down team. Now, let me ease your mind a little bit. And like I said, a lot of people are living off last week. Now, last week was great for Bama. We beat Georgia. But remember, last year we beat Georgia and they didn't get to a bowl. We didn't even get to a playoff. And we got to a bowl game, lost it obviously, but we did get to the playoffs. Georgia went on and got to the playoffs. Now to me is a building block going into this week versus Vandy. Now I'm not saying let your guard down because Vandy's a great team. Like we're gonna have to go pedal to the metal and foot on the gas the whole game. Now I think some key factors for us on this one are we hopefully we're not going to spot them 14 points before we even get out of the gate. Like I said, I don't think we're going to overlook Vanderbilt this year. I don't think we're going to come out flat. We've got them at home, which is a great factor. So we have that home field advantage factor, which is great. Now, we can't just be like, well, Vanderbilt's going to roll over. I mean, you got, Pavia talking smack. You've got, the former A&M quarterback. He's out there going to be on the sidelines. And, he's going to be wearing a Vanderbilt jersey, he said, because he believes they can beat him twice. And he says that's what statues are made of when you beat Alabama twice. So, they may have, the previous A&M quarterback, Manziel, going out there and hyping him up, talking trash to Bama. Pavia's talking a little trash to Bama. Great. Bama players, keep your mouth shut. Let's go out there, take 2 chin straps and a lunch pail, and let's go get the work done. Now, from my opinion, I think the key matchups are this. I think having Jan Miller back is big. I know he only got like 46 yards last week, but he converted when he had to convert. He kept the legs running. He kept getting yards. He kept the clock going. I think that's a big factor for Bama. As with Kevin Riley, take advantage of your runs when you can get them because we need to keep the clock running. I think if we can play more clock control, we can wear their defense down, which is going to be big when you get into the third and fourth quarters. We all know that. It is a redemption game versus Bama. Like I said, we're not overlooking them. We're coming in there poised. Last week was a building block. That's how they have to look at it. Don't drink the rat poison. Keep going. This will be another great building game if we can pull it off and win. Another things that we didn't do last year, we got to have gap control. You got to have assignment discipline for this. You know, if I'm covering, let's say they're fullback, you're only covering that fullback. Don't get lost in eye fakes. Cover the fullback. Consistency and attention to detail win the game every single time. If you can be consistent every single time, that wins the game. Don't play way above and out of your head on this thing. If your assignment is A gap, B gap, play A gap and B gap. Don't fall for an end around this, that, and the other. Play those gaps. Don't over pursue Pavia. Keep them in the pocket. Obviously, I said it earlier. Don't spot them 14 points out the gate. Let's play discipline. Let's play with control. Let's not play sloppy. Let's not get penalties. These are basics. Now, I think another factor is that Bama's wide receiver core is so much, in my opinion, so much more improved than last year. Some big factors in this game, I think, are, you know, Ryan Williams, when you go block, you got to knock somebody's ass down. You have to go block. You can't just be like you did against Georgia quite a few plays. You got to go block, brother. If Bernard's got the ball, if Kevin Riley's got the ball, if Jam Miller's got the ball, you got to block. Like every yard matters. You have to block, period. You know, but like I said, in my opinion, what we didn't have last year, we didn't have a 6'6" receiver or 6'4" receiver in Isaiah Horton. We didn't have Scott. We didn't have, you know, we didn't have Brooks, Latsier Brooks. So we got those weapons, we've got those speedsters, we've got those things, and a better core of guys that, because they're gonna cover Ryan Williams. I guarantee you, he's gonna have a safety, he's gonna have a defensive back on him and a safety over the top. I promise you. So with that being said, those other guys have to elevate and step up. When you have to make that catch, you better make that catch. No drop balls, no hitting in your chest. Ryan Williams, catch it. It's simple. You got this. Those are the little things. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter make a huge difference. Another thing is I don't think we're going to stop and totally shut out Vanderbilt's offense. But with that being said, can we get those 4 to 5 stops? Can we get those 4 to 5 stops that make the difference? Big thing in the game. I think 4 stops. I mean, I think they punted like 1 time last year. So that's another massive factor. We have to get them off the field in third downs. We have to get them in third and longs. We have to frustrate them, keep Pavia in the pocket, make him throw. These are all big things. I'm not telling y'all anything y'all don't know. I mean, Kane Womack knows this. I guarantee he's been game planning for this for 2 weeks. Do I think, you know, when you look at Alabama's, we struggle to stop in the run. We definitely did against Georgia. We definitely did against Florida State. But that's where your gap control, that's where your assignment discipline come in. That's where wrapping up comes in, form tackling properly. All these things combine together for a win or a loss. They just do. This is simple football. Now, like I said, I think getting time of possession for us is crucial. I think converting on third downs is crucial. And I think getting the 4 to 5 stops is huge. Huge. And obviously no penalties. But, you know, we can take advantage of all those things, but can we be disciplined? Can we use last week as a building block? You know, Vanderbilt is much improved. They went back to the portal. They got more players. Pavia is much improved. So this is not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like playing ULM. I mean, we're going to have to fight for every yard just like they're going to have to fight for every yard. But the keys of the game remain the same. We got to get those stops, 4 and 5 stops. We got to stop them on third downs. We got to get off the field. We got to have long, sustained drives, which keeps their offense off the field. I think our headspace is right. I think we're in the right mind frame. I think some of this stuff that they're giving us, that Pavia is giving us, that, you know, the old A&M quarterback's giving us, Manziel, I think is great fodder, something to work for, something to billboard locker room material. These are great things. And if we just don't get out of that mind frame and we just keep playing and we have that underdog mind frame, I think that's going to serve us well in this game. But anyway, I got to go tomorrow or Saturday night. I got to work, so I'll be doing a video on the game recap on Sunday morning. So I believe we get a Bama win and roll Tide, baby. Yee!